Hey guys, thanks for joining this presentation. We're gonna talk about how you can earn in the video gaming world, which many people have been trying to do for a long time. But up until now, only a few had been able to do this. With MMO Cashout, the opportunity to earn is now a reality for everyone. My name is Michael. I'm 18 years old and I play video games. That's all I do. I play too much video games, in fact, and I hold a village in MMO Cashout. We also have Elizabeth Evans here with us today. Welcome, Elizabeth. And can you tell us a bit more about yourself and MMO Cashout?
Sure, and thanks for being on the call with me today, Michael. Now, as Michael mentioned, my name is Elizabeth Evans. I've been playing video games for over 30 years, consider myself an addict. Am a marketer as well, and hold a village in the MMO Cashout Kingdom as well. So, Michael, why don't we start with what MMO Cashout stands for?
All right.
Okay, so MMO stands for Massively Multiplayer Online, which is what a lot of our games are nowadays. And of course, Cash Out stands for, I know everybody can say it, right? Money. So unless you've been sleepwalking through life for the last 30 years, you know a little something about video games with names like Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, WoW, right? World of Warcraft, Tank, Call of Duty, Minecraft, Grand Theft Auto, just to name a few.
Yeah, and like she said, these are just a few of the thousands of video games being played today. I mean, if you just look at MMO Cashout's gaming site, there's almost 2,000 games listed there alone.
Absolutely. And MMO Cashout is leading a historic change. The movement's being enjoyed by people all over the world. Everything's changing in the video gaming world, and you guys can be a part of this multi-billion-dollar industry now. The only thing you have to do is spread the word. Now, we've got everything in place. Perfect timing, a product with the largest global appeal, backed by an experienced and successful team.
Let's step back a bit to the beginning of the video gaming industry. Many people don't realize that it started way back in 1940 with the first video game being displayed at the World's Fair.
Absolutely. The first known computer game was actually released in 1950. Now, when you think about it, most people remember Pong, which was the first video arcade game released back in 72. But obviously, they'd been playing around with video games for a few years by that point.
Yeah, I'd say Pong is probably what most people remember as the beginning of gaming. But look at how far the industry has come since then.
For sure. The next progression occurs in the early 1980s with dial-up service. There was a number of games used for proof of concept by different hardware manufacturers and software programmers.
Yeah, but don't forget all the handheld devices. Most people think of Game Boy, the DS, the PSP, but remember back in 1978, Merlin was one of the earliest and most popular handheld games, selling over 5 million units during its initial run, as well as one of the most long-lived, remaining popular throughout the 1980s.
Absolutely, I remember it. Now, granted, I was fairly young, so I'm sure you don't actually
Yeah,
remember the
no, I
game,
did some
but
research after my mom was telling me that, and I was like, what the?
for
Never heard of this
sure,
in
for
my
sure. I'm sure
life.
your mom remembers it, for sure.
Yeah. But look at how far, or how God bless, how the internet has affected the video gaming experience.
Absolutely. The 90s had a new round of action and interest for us gamers. For the first time ever, we could interact with our friends online and play games together that actually had graphics, right? Now, not great
Yeah.
graphics, but they were graphics, right?
Mhm.
Look at Neverwinter Nights, released in 1991, was the most successful MMO game for like the next 6 years. Right. Now, the one point these video games have in common is the growth they experienced with the development of the World Wide Web. A lot of the video games today are developed for groups, or MMO, right? Massively Multiplayer Online,
Yeah.
where we get together, we create guilds, clans, or similar groups to improve our rankings, enhance our skills, and extend our social reach.
Yeah, extend that social reach to the 2.5 other billion gamers.
For sure. That's like what, one third the planet?
Yeah. That's an enormous market, enormous expanding market, I should say, actually.
For sure. For
Um,
sure.
some colleges and universities around the globe have now started offering scholarships for video gaming. I participated in a college tournament for a scholarship like 2 years ago, I think.
Awesome, awesome. So, what game did the school play or choose? And of course, everybody wants to know how'd you place.
They chose a game called League of Legends, and my team placed second in the tournament.
Nice, congratulations.
Thank you. The US also ranks esports gamers as professional athletes.
Well,
And
you got to look at the time and effort they've got to put into building their skills, right? They're just as much of an
yeah,
athlete as the guys that run the 50-meter dash.
yeah, and it's pretty funny because like they're ranked as professional athletes playing in those like athletic arenas. Like the game like the game I played for the tournament,
League of
their
Legends.
producer, yeah, their producer is a company called Riot Games. And when they held their season 3 world championship, they filled the Staples Center in under an hour.
Nice, right? It's awesome to see such widespread interest and acceptance in the gaming world, right? Just
Yeah,
goes
it
to
is.
prove that it is absolutely here to stay. If 1/3 of the planet population playing games isn't enough to do so, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, and right, like I know a lot of people assume that playing video games is a teenager thing, right? You're 18, they assume, yeah, right, you're supposed to be playing video games. But what they don't realize is the average player is now over 30 years of age and has been playing for over 12 years. Granted, I've got a few more years in than that, right? But
Yeah.
it's no longer just a teenage thing. Like a lot of people got into it as teenagers and kept it. It's a lot of fun. It's a great stress relief, right? And now
Yeah.
we've got, right, women over 18 years of age are finally the fastest growing demographic, right? Thank you, ladies, finally, right? I don't feel like I stand out so much anymore, right?
Oh my gosh, a
And
girl?
yeah, yeah, right. Like, oh, girl gamer, you got to be kidding me, right? Like that's like an oxymoron or something, right?
Yeah.
So I am incredibly grateful that that is something that is right is definitely growing, right?
Yeah.
And like the smartphones and tablets have absolutely played their part in it as well, right? With them being so mobile, 92% of all smartphone and tablet owners actually, right, claim they play video games once a week. I'll bet you'll find that it's a higher percentage than that. They're just not reporting it,
Yeah.
right? 45% of them say they play daily. That I can believe at least, right, as a minimum amount.
Hmm.
Right? And things are moving that way because they are so portable, right? The industry is looking at their forecasts for 2016 are 1/3 of all international mobile video gaming earnings are going to come from tablets, from
Hmm.
tablets, right? When you look at it, right? Apple's App Store's got what 200,000 plus paid game apps.
Hmm.
The Android stores got right probably equal that, and those are
Yeah.
just what the free game are the paid games, right? There's at
Yeah,
least
those are
that
just
many free
paid.
games, right? And gaming is spreading the world over, right? Everybody's getting into video gaming, right? Look
Yeah.
at 53% of Brazil's online population play video games. 62% of Argentina's online population play video games. 54% of Poland. Like
That's
these are not little numbers. These are not little countries,
well, yeah,
right?
these are it's pretty much half of their population, over
Yeah,
half of their population
yeah, right.
is playing.
And last stat, just for amusement value, right? 34% of gamers have actually reported. Now, I'm not quite sure why they would report this, but they did, that they've played games on their mobile device while sitting on the toilet.
I mean, it's better than reading a newspaper, I guess.
I suppose.
Well, we could talk about games all day since we're both gamers, but let's talk about MMO Cashout a little bit.
Sure.
To me, it's like a game. In games, I have to rank up and that's that kind of stuff. And in MMO Cashout, I'm able to do the same. I started as a squatter. I got my game store. I saw the potential with MMO Cashout, but I needed to be at least peasant level in order to share this opportunity with my friends because they just kept bugging me, and it was horrible. It was a horrible life. They kept asking me how I was earning money from gaming, and of course, what gamer doesn't want to know how to do that?
Looks like we didn't manage to get all of our technical difficulties sorted out. Michael, are you there?
Yes, yes.
Okay, excellent. There you are. All right. Sorry
I
about
think
that,
the
folks.
net dropped for like
Apparently,
half a second. Yeah.
yeah, it gapped for probably 45 seconds. So, um,
Ouch.
yeah. So, do you want to start with? You were talking about leveling up in MMO Cashout.
Yeah,
Starting as
yeah,
a
to
player.
me, yeah, MMO Cashout's almost like a game because in it I have to like rank up. I started as a squatter, I got my game store, and I saw the potential with MMO Cashout, but needed to be at least peasant level in order to share the opportunity with my friends because they kept bugging me
Oh,
about how I was
sure.
making money from gaming, and of course, what gamer doesn't want to learn how to do that?
Absolutely. Every gamer wants to learn how to make money from their games, for sure. Right? And MMO Cashout helps people to make money by teaching them to spread the word. And here's how that works. They've created a brand new video game marketing platform which rewards members for their connections, plain and simple. People can join only through invitation from an existing villager. Now, that could be you, spreading the word. You can get a huge head start by being one of the first to send out invitations to MMO Cashout.
Hey, can you also explain to our viewers how they can earn money with MMO Cash Out?
Awesome question. Let me explain how you can earn a substantial income as a villager with MMO Cashout. Now, you can earn from building your kingdom, spreading the word, and inviting people into your kingdom. You can earn from the activity of your kindred, who are those folks that have chosen to join you in your kingdom. When they promote, right, your kingdom grows. Now, you can promote your own online store loaded with video games, just like where Michael started. And we've got more to come. We've got tournaments, cryptocurrency, beta testing games, new game development, a marketplace so gamers can find all of their gaming gear, just to name a few.
I'm also pretty excited about being able to rank up and earn the monthly car bonus and vacation bonus. Like, that sounds so nice.
Who wouldn't want to be able to drive their trophy around, right?
Yeah,
Especially when you don't have to pay for it.
exactly. Like, why aren't you going out with us? I don't know, dude. Why don't you have a nice car? Just saying.
Hey, Michael, can you drive us to the movies tonight? We like your car better.
Yeah.
I could just see it. I could just.
Um, I mentioned earlier that I started as a squatter and that I could rank up like I do in games pretty much. Would you like to explain the difference in ranks?
Sure. Now, there's a number of different levels you can come in at, starting at peasant for $10 a month, squire for only $50 a month, or our top paying position of royal, which is still only $99 a month. We try to keep this totally affordable. Now, at every level, you get access to your personal game store and receive a commission from items sold in your store. Now, right now, during pre-launch, you can choose to rise up to any of the three levels. But after we launch, you're only going to be able to come in as a peasant for the $10 a month, and then you'll have to qualify to move up to squire or royal. So it's certainly worth getting in right before we launch so that you have that mobility and choice.
Yeah, as Elizabeth pointed out, we are in pre-launch and the team building phase, but there are other ranks higher than Royal.
Absolutely. However, you must be at the royal level to start qualification for those levels. Now, your tax remains only $99 a month. And based on which qualification you meet, there are 4 additional levels. There's soldier, warrior, knight, and knight of the round table. Now, if you'd like more information about these ranks and the potential to earn $10,250 from the fast track and leader bonuses, get back with the person that sent you to this call or to your liege lord. They'll have that information available for you.
Can you also give our listeners an example of the money they can make in their kingdom as a royal?
Absolutely. Now, folks, remember this is only an example. I cannot guarantee that you'll make this kind of money, but I'm sure with a little bit of effort that it is not that difficult to do. So remember, right, this is just a small slice of what you could be doing. So if you've got 3,000 villages owned by peasants, you'll earn a tax of $1,350 a month. Now, say you've also got 3,000 villages owned by squires. You're going to earn a further tax of $4,500 a month. And let's throw in 3,000 villages owned by royals. You'll earn a tax from them of $10,500 a month. Now, if you add those up, your earnings are $16,350 per month in this example. And what I want you to understand, folks, is that's 9,000 people. Your kingdom can hold up to 2 million. So there's, right, like that is a really, really small slice. And like Michael mentioned earlier, right, our target market is the 2.5 billion
Yeah.
gamers.
Yeah,
So
there's
that's a
2.5 other billion gamers out there.
Yeah, so that's a pretty tiny slice of that market, right?
Hmm.
9,000 people. So
Really small.
yeah, but it all starts with you. And not a year or two from now, not after 50 million people or 100 million have joined, right? That's right. You guys found out about it now. Hey, Michael, how many times have you heard this? Or have you heard people say this to your mom? If I was only in the right place at the right time, I could have been rich.
I've heard it a few times, honestly. Yeah.
By introducing the MMO Cashout platform to the world, you have the opportunity to earn by spreading the word and never ever have to be one of those people. Or you're likely to hear this in a few months. Have you heard about MMO Cashout? I joined a couple of months ago and I am making all kinds of money. Oops. How bad would you feel?
Ah, suck. But so now's the time to get involved. At MMO Cashout, we know what is going to happen when we start the public invitation phase and open the invites to the 2.5 billion gamers. That's just the gamers. It's not even the marketers or anything like that. It
Exactly.
will
Tons of
go
gamers
viral.
and tons of gamers. And absolutely it'll go viral.
Yeah, it will go viral right away. Especially when parents realize this may give them more time with their kids. Because my mom and I game together and we work this business together. So like
It
gives
gives you
us,
something constructive to work on, right?
yeah, something to work on together.
For sure.
Isn't Elizabeth, isn't this the first time your husband has been interested in your business?
Absolutely. Right. He's been great. Right. I love my husband. He's always been very supportive. I've been running my own business for over 10 years. But he's always been like, you want to do it, you do it. Don't ask me to help. It's right, not my thing. And it was like,
Hmm.
fine. And a couple of months after getting into MMO Cashout, I was chatting with somebody, spreading the word, and I get off the call with them, and he turns around from his game and he looks at me and he says, I think I might need to get an account with MMO Cashout. And it just about floored me. I'm like, what? He's like, well, it's making money from gaming, and I'm a gamer, and it sounds interesting. And so now he helps me write blog posts. He helps me to spread the word. He's actually getting involved. It's awesome, right? And gives us something constructive to work on as a couple together, for sure.
Hmm.
Right? Now, folks, you really should consider yourself privileged to hear about this first. You definitely want to be in place and ready to spread the word to all your gaming and marketing connections. Now is the time to take action. We've got everything in place, like I said earlier. Perfect timing, a product with the largest global appeal, right? A third of the world population and growing, backed by an experienced and successful team. So don't wait for millions more to join ahead of you in MMO Cashout. Secure your position today by contacting the person who invited you to this presentation. Ask them how you can start your own MMO Cashout kingdom. Get in on the excitement, get in on the money. Or the dungeon may be your next stop. And folks, we're not hiding loot in the dungeon this time.
And with that, we would like to thank you for joining us today and have fun gaming.
Happy rampaging, folks.